Imagine going to sleep 50,000 years ago after spending the day hunting, gathering food, walking for miles, and avoiding predators. You finally reach your camp, look around, and realize something is missing. Your bed. There is no mattress, no pillow, no blanket, no cozy bedroom. Just dirt, rocks, branches, animal hides, and whatever you can find. So where did ancient humans actually sleep? Today, most of us expect a soft mattress, a pillow, and a blanket waiting at the end of the day. Ancient humans had none of these comforts. But that doesn't mean they simply dropped onto bare ground every night. They were much cleverer than that. One of the simplest sleeping solutions was a layer of plants. Ancient humans could collect grass, leaves, reeds, and other soft vegetation and pile them together to create a sleeping surface. This layer separated the body from cold, hard ground and provided at least some cushioning. Archaeologists have discovered evidence suggesting that some ancient people deliberately created plant-based bedding. In prehistoric caves, researchers have found layers of ancient grasses and other vegetation that may have been used for sleeping. And there was another useful material: animal hides. A hide could be placed underneath the body like a primitive mattress, wrapped around someone like a blanket, or used as both. Thick hides provided insulation and helped reduce heat loss, especially during cold nights. Imagine sleeping during an Ice Age winter. The ground is freezing. Wind is blowing outside your shelter. Your fire is slowly dying. You would not want your body touching the frozen ground. A layer of dry grass underneath you could trap air. An animal hide above you could help retain body heat. Suddenly, your prehistoric sleeping setup doesn't look so primitive. The sleeping location itself also mattered. Caves and rock shelters offered protection from wind, rain, snow, and some predators. But ancient humans didn't necessarily sleep deep inside caves all the time. Sheltered areas near campfires could provide warmth while allowing smoke to escape. And then there was fire. A campfire wasn't just for cooking. It provided warmth, light, and a sense of safety. Sleeping close to a fire could make a cold night much more manageable. But there was a problem. You couldn't simply leave a giant fire burning beside you all night. Sparks could start fires, smoke could become dangerous, and predators could still approach. So people had to balance warmth with safety. Sleeping arrangements may have also been surprisingly social. Humans are highly social animals, and sleeping close together provides warmth and protection. Families or small groups could rest near one another, especially in colder environments. Someone might wake up because a baby cried, an animal moved nearby, or the fire needed attention. Sleep probably wasn't always 8 uninterrupted hours either. Noise, insects, cold, uncomfortable surfaces, babies, and nearby animals could constantly disturb people. Ancient humans may have experienced sleep as a series of periods rather than one comfortable night. And comfort wasn't the only concern. Keeping sleeping areas clean mattered too. Bedding could collect moisture, insects, dirt, and parasites. Replacing old vegetation or moving sleeping areas could help reduce these problems. So did ancient humans sleep badly? Not necessarily. Their sleeping environments were uncomfortable compared with modern bedrooms, but their bodies were adapted to their surroundings. They understood which materials stayed dry, which locations offered shelter, and how to use fire and clothing to stay warm. They didn't need a memory foam mattress. They needed insulation, protection, and a safe place to rest. So the next time you crawl into your soft bed, pull up a blanket, and complain that your pillow isn't comfortable enough, remember this: your ancient ancestor might have been lying on a pile of grass, wrapped in an animal hide, beside a dying campfire, listening for predators in the darkness. And somehow, they still had to wake up the next morning and go hunting.